Vice President Mr. Shoaibul Haq sir, and the respected headmistress, and all the respectable and upright staff members present of the dais and the premises. I wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day. I am greatly honored to stand before you to elaborate my viewpoints on this splendid and magnificent day of the birthday ceremony of Dr. Babu, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishna. And as well, I would like to take your kind attention and pleasure to present my talk on this grand afternoon. There is a saying that comes to my mind. Once an activist stated, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the whole world. A pen is mightier than the sword, and today's child will become tomorrow's responsible citizen. Once Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, life and time are the world's best teachers. Life teaches us to make good use of time, and time teaches us the value of life. Education is the most important aspect of our life. If a person is properly educated, only then he or she will be beneficial to the society. And in a broader sense, education is the process of development and the growth of a person from infancy to maturity. It is a process by which an individual learns to adapt himself to physical, social, and spiritual environment. When a child is born, the mother and the father become first teacher. Gradually, as the child grows, he or she needs much more knowledge. And we have so often heard that knowledge is power. A competent weak doctor with one or two injections can save the life of the mightiest wrestler or kill him because of his knowledge of medical science. And this only parents cannot fulfill. Therefore, he or she needs to be admitted in a school where there is a system of discipline. Discipline means conforming certain rules and regulations of particular institution, school, college, and university. Discipline is the doing of the right thing. It is to be done at the right time and in the right manner. Any work done in this way becomes smooth and easy. There is discipline among the birds and animals also. If there is no discipline in life, there is an anarchy. Life is discredited. There is no plan. Discipline comes by practice. We should go on doing the right thing in the right manner for a long time. Then it becomes a part of our life. A little observation will show that from heaven above the earth, everywhere discipline reigns supreme. For instance, the earth and the moon moves around according to certain specific rules. Even animals are disciplined under their leader. The life of bees in a hive is a model of disciplined life, coming down to men. The various organs of his body cooperate with one or another and are disciplined for the maintenance, growth, and development of the whole body. The home is the nursery where we receive our first lesson of discipline through obedience to parents and the elders. As we pass out of the nursery and enter the portals of an educational institution, discipline becomes a matter of vital importance. That is because students' life is a period of preparation for the battle of life. Therefore, he or she needs to be admitted in a school where there is a system of discipline, timetable, different subjects, and more a lot of friends. In this environment, the mental ability of a child grows perfectly and rapidly. He or she understands their responsibility towards the society. And for all this, the teachers are responsible. From very ancient times, teachers have been honored as builders of the nation. They are the salt of the earth. When teachers grow weak or corrupt, that means the utter ruin of society. They are the lamps that shatter darkness, the lighthouses that guide the wandering ships and keep it away from dangerous rocks. An ideal teacher is in the first place. An ideal teacher is always fair and impartial. For him, all students are alike. He is like father to them. A teacher would be failing in his duties if he or she favored some students on the grounds of their riches or social status. Whether it is a Krishna or Sudama, the ideal teacher must place him on an equal footing. An ideal teacher is simple in his habits. He has no time for the glitter and pomp of life because these are decorations of empty minds. If he or she has empty time, like if he or she has space, sufficient time, space. An ideal teacher is in the first place the master of his subject. He spends his days in the pursuit of studies. He is ever hungry for the latest information and researches on his subject. He or she reads journals and magazines which keep him well informed and up to date. An ideal teacher again possesses the art of making the most difficult subject intelligible to his pupils. He or she understands their responsibilities and compassion could come down to their level. It is a great sin to talk over the heads of the students. When a teacher takes pains to teach his students, no wonder students love and revere him. With all this about an ideal teacher, one cannot help saying that an ideal teacher is a rare bird, but then all ideals are unattainable. Be the teachers mold a child into an adult. He or she gives values, moral education, and a lot of love and affection. We can say that the future of a child is shaped by the teacher. Hence, I want to say that a teacher builds a nation by building a responsible citizen. A student is that person who absorbs all the knowledge. A student is a person who studies in a school or a college. The students of today are the leaders of tomorrow. An ideal student is fully conscious about his duties and responsibilities. The first duty of a student is to study. He or she should give the time to the leisure particular subjects. And also, an ideal student must be respectful and obedient, not only to his teachers, but also his parents. An ideal student must be hardworking, and without this quality, no progress can be achieved. No progress can be achieved. An ideal student observes all the teachers and uses it as a tool to shape the nation. In fact, parents take the right decision by deciding to send their children to the school and taking care about their studies and guiding them whenever needed. But in today's world of uncertainty, where science and technology are engulfing the beauty of education, we can't say where the situation leads. Like we see in today's world, a lot of problems are there, like theft, dacoity, bribery, black marketing, communal riots, partiality, doping, UTZ, terrorism, and many more. The internet, television, and other modern media. If we keep our students in such, then students will be uncontrollable. Once Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides us knowledge, and knowledge makes us great. In America, only two types of people are considered as VIPs. First, teachers, and another, scientists. In the Honorable Court of France, only teacher is allowed to sit on the chair. In Japan, Police has to take a special permission from the government to arrest the teacher. In Korea, any teacher can enjoy all those facilities which a minister in India can enjoy by showing his identity card. But while in India, we teachers have to raise our voice and fight against basic sufficient needs. And degrading teachers is a very common and regular practice in India. Regular practice in India. But the Indian culture gives us But the Indian culture gives us a high place in imparting knowledge and molding the character of the students. Molding the character of the students. In fact, every year we gather on 5th of September because, because this is the birthday ceremony of one of India's greatest man, scholar, thinker, philosopher, educationalist. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was the first Vice President of India since 1952 to 1962. And later on he became a president in 1963 to 1967, succeeding Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad. Anyhow, this day is observed throughout the country as Teachers' Day. We can, none of us can deny that a mother gives birth, but a legendary teacher gives a life. There is a lot to talk, but I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful to the school principal to give me this opportunity to share my viewpoints on this auspicious and tremendous occasion of the birthday ceremony of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.